as we get started on this part of Bridge Live, your 2027 Bridge co-chairs, Kris from CCS Fundraising and Dan Saunders from Judicial Watch. Welcome to Bridge Live.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. Thrilled to be here.
Yeah.
I can't believe I made it to the big white couch at Bridge.
It is
big
a
time
feat.
here.
Well, you just get real comfy. We have lots of questions for you.
Yes.
Where shall we start it?
Why in the world would you agree to co-chair a conference? Do you understand what you've gotten yourself into?
Yeah, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it's a good question because from the outside, it's really hard to appreciate just how much goes into producing this event, right? Because most people, you show up and it's 2,500 people and it looks like it's all put together. And then when you're on the inside, you realize just how much time and effort and volunteerism that goes into it. But I think that's what makes Bridge special, is that the DNA behind it is people who care so much about this industry, that are volunteering their time, that want to give back. And I think that's part of the secret sauce of what makes the event what it is. And I know that the Bridge Conference has been a big part of my career. And I mean, I got into this industry 20 years ago. It was not drawn up as the game plan. Like a lot of people, I kind of got into it by accident. And I mean, this industry has given everything to me, so I'm just thrilled to be able to give back to it and to help fundraisers and nonprofits be at the top of their game.
Yeah, Dan, I couldn't agree more. I think what really resonated with me this morning was when Kris and Doug, this year's chairs, were on the stage and talked about Bridge being a love letter. And I couldn't relate to that more in that it feels like a love story with our organizations, AFPDC and DMAW. It feels like a love story with our community, the greater Washington, D.C. metro region. But it feels like a love story to an industry that showed us that we're so much bigger than just in our backyard, and that our impact is so much greater. And I think that comes from a lot of what you're saying, and that it's just something we feel really committed to. It's something we've grown up with in our storied careers, and it's just a meaningful way to give back.
Now, have you two worked together before on projects, initiatives, or is this a first?
A little bit this year, right? With your role as education co-chair and my role as immediate past president of AFPDC, and that I got to come in and help you select the education sessions for the year, following a very thorough review process from a large group of community members. I had the distinct pleasure to work with you, and we were just talking about it this morning, how much amazing work that was.
Yeah, a little bit. I think when we started talking, we realized we have very similar visions and also an appreciation about what makes Bridge special. And the challenge and the opportunity of this conference is that you're bringing together 2,500 people from all walks of life across the industry that do everything imaginable within a nonprofit and the companies that serve nonprofits. And the opportunity there is to provide a valuable experience for as many of those people as possible. And we're both very passionate about that and have a lot of ideas about how to try to take that to the next level. So yeah, we're excited to get started.
Yeah.
So since you have worked together a little bit, and now you're going to be working very close, one of the things that Olga and I were talking about and thinking about is, you know, as you approach the build of the 2027 conference, you kind of become a dynamic duo.
Kind of like us.
Well, yeah, I mean, very similar, right? And so, just curious if y'all have thought through what duos best represent you. Is it peanut butter and jelly? Is it Batman and Robin? Are there a couple of Spice Girls that come to mind?
Wow. No, we want you to answer that. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, so we have to identify it.
What a question. That's a good one.
I feel like we're just starting to explore that. I mean, we spent just over an hour this morning at breakfast together, shared a lot of personal stories. And I think that it's starting to build our story, and that this is personal, and we're bringing a lot of ourselves to this work. But, you know, like I said, we just really are starting to dig in. So I'd love, what are your thoughts so far?
There's probably a combination of characters on Mad Men, if I go back and watch a couple episodes, because one of the things that we realized when we first started talking is that we complement each other in the things that we're passionate about. I mean, Kris is super connected to the needs of nonprofits at like a super micro level, and what they need to get from a Bridge experience. And I have a lot of ideas about kind of bigger picture visions and creativity with marketing, and I think those things complement each other really well. I'm not trying to dodge the question. I'll try to come back to you when I have a more creative answer. But I do think, and maybe you're thinking of something, a superhero combination or something that complements each other in that way. But yeah, it's like very complementary skill sets and passions, and we kind of realized that right away that we would be a good team.
It'll come to you. Let the game come to you.
We're taking recommendations.
Exactly like us, right?
Yeah, just got to let the game come to you.
I was thinking Pinky in the Brain for us.
Oh, okay.
Is
I
that a
could
good
see
one?
that, yeah.
Okay.
Ren and Stimpy.
Yes.
Ren and Stimpy, yeah.
So mostly animated and troublesome.
Primarily, yes. Yeah.
Okay. So what are some themes you're hoping to tackle in the year ahead?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
So, I think what makes Bridge special is that from its inception, it was about bringing people together. And I'm education co-chair this year, so I'm very passionate about the educational sessions. That's the core product. You send people home with a handful of things that they could put into action right away. They're likely to come back and think it was a valuable experience. But the superpower that people gain from attending Bridge really is the connections. And I mean, even here, you can walk the aisles here, and I always tell first-timers, shake every hand you can, introduce yourself to everyone, because you'll walk through the halls here, you'll talk to captains of industry, people that have been doing this for decades that we all know by first name, on a first-name basis. You'll talk to brand new fundraisers that maybe are working on the next big idea, and it's one of the few conferences like that I know of where there's so many people that get brought together, and you have the opportunity to be exposed to so many different ideas. And regardless of what organizations we work with or what missions we're working on, modern fundraising is so complex. It's about the sum of the parts, and forging those connections and being exposed to new and different ideas is how nonprofits grow today. So I think it's more critical than ever. So I know that we'd like to put an emphasis on building on that and figuring out how do we take the connectivity of Bridge to the next level? How do we get more people talking that might not otherwise interact? Because I mean, even if you walk upstairs to the lobby bar, really that the energy is palpable even upstairs. It's amazing, and that's just from all of the meetings and the collaboration and all the energy that comes to that. So how can we build more of that? That's definitely an area that we want to focus on. And there was a lot of cool things that started this year that really got the ball rolling. We have AWS in to sponsor some of the networking hubs. So the conference started taking some more steps in that direction this year, but we're excited to build on that.
Yeah, and we were talking this morning, fundraising is a full contact and team sport. And we want to make sure we have all the voices in the room. So I think we're really going to double down on ensuring that this is a highly representative opportunity for the industry to engage with.
Yeah, and the one other thing that just came to mind is I think it's a really cool idea that Bridge is a place where you can come and you can gain all of the tactical mastery that you need to tackle your day-to-day 9 to 5, while at the same time